Hi, my name's David Lee. Thanks for joining me on this page. It's Passion to Profit. It's a 2-day business training event with a difference. So please hold your horses. Before you get carried away or make some prejudgments, can I just spend the next few minutes explaining exactly what Passion to Profit is? So you may run a small business, you could be a property investor. My background is in buying and selling property without a bank mortgage in my name. How to buy a house for £1. Yes, you heard right. That's exactly what my small business idea was 10 years ago. Can you imagine the level of resistance and criticism and cynicism and objections that I had to encounter when I told the people that's what I did? And yet that's taken off all over the country. My colleague Rick Otten and myself, we implemented these systems long before anybody else. Have you got a business? Have you got a service? Have you got a product that people need to know about, that they could use, they'd be hungry for? And you've got to communicate that. You've got to stand out above the crowd. You've got to be heard. And yet most people are too shy or reticent to stand out and be heard. And create a system around themselves so the system works even when they're not working. That's really what Passion to Profit is. You see, I was able to take that crystal ball, my dream, my vision, and realize it. Now, I'm sure you've got exactly the same in your life. You've got a dream, you've got a vision. And other people, if you look into that crystal ball, those are real lives. I could talk all day long about those people because they are the result of what I did in my business, how I transformed other people's lives because they took action and replicated the system that Rick Otten and myself had developed in the property world. But property is no different to any other business, to retail. If you're a plumber, an electrician, or whatever, you're a hairdresser, run your own firm, you are a small business, you're an online marketer. You still have to have customers who want to invest in you, invest in what you've got. And they are investing in you first of all. So you've got to get away from hiding behind your business. And just like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs when he was alive, Levi Roots, Richard Branson, Sir Richard Branson, they all stand in front of their business. Are you going to do the same too? It's part of the system we teach at Passion to Profit. Take a look at this little video clip.
You taught me quite a lesson in the past 2 days. I'm moved, and I have a hope in you. And I know with you I can make it. And
are you willing to put up your hand that you need help? I know, ladies, you're much more willing and looking for help and wanting people to show you a way. But us guys, we won't even ask somebody for directions when we're lost and we've got a map and we don't know where we're going. Are you willing to admit that you don't know where you're going, that you're lost? Because I was lost as well when I started. I needed people to show me what worked and what didn't work, and I had to do a lot of figuring out along the way. So you don't have to take the time and the effort and all the costs that I went through to figure out the business system that I was in, because I can show you exactly what works. Remember, what I was introducing into the United Kingdom met with so much resistance, so much objections that you will never encounter. So I can impart that knowledge onto you at Passion to Profit. Because really, it's just like in the book that you don't have. You don't have your own book, what credibility have you got? Show your customer you care. Are you really looking at the point of view of your customer? Because there is what I've been doing over the last few years. I have been an author. I wrote books like the Rent to Own Pack for the United Kingdom. I co-wrote How to Buy a House for £1. Even that in the bottom left corner, the world's leading internet marketers' secrets revealed. Because we all have to know marketing. We have to understand how to communicate, how to persuade, stand up. Use the technology that's available. Work with people like Darren Stevens. He showed the people of the world Dr. John Gray. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. So it is about marketing at the end of the day. It's not about the product. Now, here I am when I'm starting out. I'm just showing you the reality. That we all have a starting place we have to learn from. And we work together, Rick Ott and myself. We were a team that put a lot of these systems together. And I would have to go out and market the systems and market Rick. Remember, Rick was a foreigner. Therefore, as a foreigner, he's mistrusted. He's going to come here today, go tomorrow, and there's no backup support or service. I was the backup support and service for many years. And so I'm just showing you exactly the steps, exactly the same system that I used that has worked. Instead of the formula, which is, and I'm sure this is too painful for some of you, if it's you, throwing that money down a hole and you never see it coming back again. Is it your website? Is it the marketing that you've spent on all those leaflets, on all those campaigns and got nothing in the return? The pay-per-clicks that didn't work? The website that nobody came to? They built a website and nobody came, and yet everybody's spending all their time and effort building websites that nobody comes to, and you make no money building websites. Well, what if you knew exactly the formula that worked? If you had the system from somebody that's actually applied it. You see, I'm not somebody that's just there speaking from the stage that hasn't done it himself. 94% of all failure is a result of the system, not the people. Let's say it's not having a system. You see, I can teach you, I can train you, I can show you what works. I can even if the PowerPoint closes down, I can still keep on because it's coming from 25 years of business experience. As a business systems analyst, I've worked for many years putting business systems together and working in specific niches over the last 10 years, learning how to do all these things that people spend a fortune on, that I'm going to show you in detail with absolute clarity and specificity on the weekend. See, the problem is you're just like one of these people in the crowd. You're just ignored, not even seen. The problem is if they knew you, they would do business with you. The reality is they don't know you, therefore they don't care if you live or die. We want you to become the only logical choice. Now, I will show you a series of proven mechanisms that work. They work because they've not only worked for me, they've worked for thousands of others across the world who have attended Passion to Profit. I've done it with the hardest system, the hardest business that you could ever imagine. See, the property world, the way of buying and selling houses in the United Kingdom has hardly changed for decades and probably centuries. And yet we were able to do it, and marketing was really the key. How do you talk to the people that are resistant, that don't give you the time of day, that don't want to know, that say by default, no, no? How do you turn that no into a yes? That maybe, yes, maybe I'd be interested. How do you go through these steps so that you're doing it with gentleness, where you're doing it in a way they want to invest with you? Here are just some, and I mean just some of the mechanisms. One is the brand called you. The person that's inside you is unique. He or she is different. We cannot copy or replicate you. So let's make you the brand. Let's make you stand out, like the Bill Gates, like the Steve Jobs, like the Levi Roots, like the Sir Richard Bransons. Let's make you the brand. Let's give you a life script, because so often property people, especially, they have no script. They chop and change, and they wonder why people don't listen to them. You come up with a convoluted idea, and it's convoluted. It doesn't sound simple, and therefore you wonder why things don't work on an ongoing basis. Your personal packaging is paramount. We're going to be going through even the color coordinations, why the colors make a difference, how to present yourself specifically for your industry, and you do need to vary according to industry. Let's get you to be the author in 48 hours. I will show you how you can get your own book out there to give you the credibility, the authority to stand behind who you are. In fact, your book will be your business card. Talking about business cards, what is your business card like? Well, quite often it's not very good. It's pretty cheap and nasty, and yet in this day of multimedia where you've got all this technology, it's just not being used. So that's why it is so easy to stand above everybody else, because everybody else, for the majority, are just doing the same old song and dance. So there is a system within you. So if you want to go from being an employee to running your own small business, do you really also want to go from being employed to self-employed, to still exchanging time for money? The goal is to develop a system so that when you're not working, your virtual system keeps working, using that technology, reaching out to more people than ever, using that multimedia business card, the book that's inside you, all the tools and techniques that multimedia can give you that people can know and understand you. We'll be covering that in very much detail at the weekend. We want to make you the celebrity in your industry because people will gravitate to you because you've got the authority. They want to work with you. They want you to be the one that's going to give them the helping hand, and therefore it is not all about price, because so often people are just competing on price alone. If your perceived value is enhanced, people want to do business with you, well, you're changing the rules of the game completely. Now you can pick and choose your customers. Does it sound too far-fetched? Is it really that incredible that thousands of people across the planet have done this? You saw a few of the testimonials of people at the last event I was at. Why not you? Why can't you put up your hand and say, I need a helping hand? See, I'm not going to beat you up at this event. It's not a sales event. It's not anything but training. I'm going to show you the real life steps that people have done. All I'm asking for you is to invest in yourself. If you're on the page, go below and invest in the book that's available. It's what I learned, online techniques to market my business. Now you're going to need that anyway. So invest in yourself. Invest in that book. And my gift to you is, because I know what's happened in the past, you're coming with a degree of skepticism. You're coming to something you've been to before and you think it's just like that. Or you think it's not relevant to you. Or maybe you think you know everything. Well, if you know everything, where are you today? How successful are you? You don't even need to be sitting here on this web page listening to me if you're already successful. You're here because you're looking for answers to your specific problem, which is how to get more people investing in you, buying what you've got, giving them the service and having them become your raving fan for life and telling everybody else about you. Is that what you're looking for? Take action. The action is really just buy the book. Buy the information that's in the book. Start implementing today exactly what I did. Implement and do. People that implement succeed. If you're going to succeed and take action, come to Passion to Profit. It is a wealth transformation weekend to your business. Now, when I say one-time special offer, this is not a continual freebie event. It is just one time. It's my gift to you, to show you, to prove to you exactly what it is. Would you do that in your business? Would you go and train somebody exactly what they can do to change their life for a whole weekend and ask for nothing in return? You see, it's not going to be a sell-a-thon. I'm not going to be beating you up, as I said. It's just going to be training you. And you will see by the end of the weekend, even though your seat has been gifted, there will be people that will want to spend the £1,497 to pay for their seat. And you won't be under any obligation. But just watch out for that for yourself. There will be a reason. And there's no upsell, there's no big chain. You're not in a never-ending funnel, so forget all that. Passion to Profit is unique. It is different. So just invest in that book. Come to our training event. It's in London. If you're on the page, you know where to go. Just go to the button below. Otherwise, www.passion2profit.co.uk/special offer. There will be a one-time offer if you want to have 12 months of training with me on an ongoing basis, week by week. I've got a property training course that goes for 16 weeks. It's over 24 hours. Lots of business tips there, videos. It's over 300 hours in videos. It constantly gets updated. It's there for an extra £99.97. It's an absolute steal. You will not get it as cheap as that again. It is probably a 30-minute one-time offer that's there. But the Passion to Profit, it is for one time only that you can attend. Please don't think it is a free event and you can come back again. People that don't turn up, they never get invited back. They don't take action. They need to let me know in advance. So please join me at Passion to Profit, where I will show you something different. Change your business, change the way you look at the world, change the way you look at the economy, how you put your business together, have the absolute clarity. I've gone on for enough. You know what to do next. You know what action needs to be taken. I'll see you at Passion to Profit. This is David Lee, the Cash Flow Investor. See you soon. Thank you. Goodbye.